do? What's up? Red Bull ring done and dusted. Well, you already know who your race winner is, Charles Leclerc. Are you guys happy with the race results?
Quite disappointed, actually.
Oh no.
Rooting for Max, always rooted for Max, always will, but Ferrari fought well.
Yeah.
They were much quicker, they had the pace in the middle of the race. Max was catching at the end, but just didn't have the pace behind us today.
All right, so that's Connor. What about you, Maryse?
Yeah, I have to agree.
Also Max.
Yeah, definitely. No, it was a good race, but disappointed with the outcome eventually.
Indulge us a little bit in terms of Sergio Perez, right? Because we watched that and we're like, okay, who's at fault here? Who do you think was at fault?
100% Russell was at fault there. I mean, Perez was ahead going into the corner, more about a half a car length, well, alongside him, half a car in front. Perez gave George the space, but George just turned into him basically and shunted him off the track.
Indulge us a bit. I mean, Pierre and Sebastian Vettel, they've been at it this weekend. And I'm just like, I don't know, do they need a little bit of room to make out? What do you think of those two, what's happening right now?
I've always been a Vettel fan as well from Red Bull.
Yeah.
I like Gasly, but, Gasly also has to leave the space for Vettel. Vettel needs to maybe calm himself down a little bit on track, being a bit too aggressive in some sections. But at the end of the day, it was Gasly's fault. The accident there left the race a little bit iffy for Sebastian.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's racing. It's hard racing. Accidents are going to happen.
Definitely. Maryse, talk to us then. Who was your driver of the day?
Yes, it's hard to say. I almost want to say Sainz, just because he did what he could and he had a bad loss there. But yeah, it could have gave us an advantage for Max, but not enough.
Definitely not enough. Talk to us then, Connor, in terms of, the Haas. They look really, really strong this weekend. Even we heard Lewis Hamilton saying that, sure, their speed is hectic.
Yeah. The Haas's straight line speed this weekend and last weekend actually has been increasing in leaps and bounds, honestly. I mean, it's the Haaster class, honestly.
Yeah,
they're pulling through in monumentally. And I think Schumacher is also doing an amazing job with his defense and his attack. He's channeling a bit of his dad's energy in that regard. Finally, it's so amazing to see him pulling through and sort of, not yet, but living up to the Schumacher name. And Kevin Magnussen as well. I mean, I'm a big Kevin Magnussen fan. He's had a bad couple of races the past while, but I feel like he's performing well, and Haas as a whole are just really pulling through these last couple of races. Very excited.
Very excited on that note. What about Daniel Ricciardo? I love Daniel. I want to find out from you, Maryse. What do you think of Daniel? I mean, he finished within the points today.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, McLaren is all nice. I like him. I like Norris too. But there's no special connection there. Not yet.
So they need to work on something.
They need to prove it. Yeah.
Right. Done and dusted. Okay, before we let you go, Connor, I love what the wind is doing with your hair, by the way.
I'm so sorry about it. It's a mess. It is it's a horror.
No, it's great. I mean, you're giving us, I don't know, movie vibes. Like, you just need to walk slow right now.
There was slow-mo shot with the wind there.
But before we let you go, your expectations then in terms of the French Grand Prix?
Okay, French Grand Prix, Paul Ricard circuit. I'm hoping for a Red Bull comeback. It will be great to see Sergio on the podium again. I mean, he did an amazing job last weekend in Silverstone, but it would be amazing to see him qualify up front and finish the race up front as well, and hoping for a Max Verstappen win and Red Bull 1-2.
So, I said I was letting you go, but quick one. Is the championship wide open?
Look, the championship, it's a long championship. We've only just hit halfway through the championship. This was the halfway mark. But I feel like Red Bull has a lot more consistency in terms of both their drivers performing consistently well, barring the occasional incident like Perez today or Max last weekend with the floor damage. So although the drivers' championship could still be up for grabs, I think Red Bull's going to run away with this one in terms of the constructors.
All right, so while we skedaddle out of here, can we do like a slow-mo and just let your hair be? And then we're done. I just need that shot. Can you guys do that for me?
We can do it.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I love it.
Cheers. Love that. Right?
It was perfect.
You guys are dope. Thank you so much. Lovely meeting you.